G'day everybody. Working on the wool shed today. So as you would have remembered if you watched the last video, said we were getting pretty close to doing crutching and shearing also. So we'll be doing crutching this week, well this weekend, and after that I think we're doing the shearing, which will be Melbourne Cup weekend, which I think is, oh well, won't be Melbourne Cup weekend, it'll be the weekend after Melbourne Cup. So as you can see behind me, the Dohne ewes and lambs are in currently. Just in one of Mum's horse paddocks grubbing it out at the moment. So me and Dad have been doing a bit of work on the shed. If you've followed along the channel since last year, or no, it might have been lamb shearing this year. Earlier this year we fixed up our roof. We didn't fix it, sorry. We bent all the iron back over to cover the back pens, because it got ripped off in the wind, and you'll remember I said it was very holy, as in blessed by Christ. So we've been pulling up some of the old tin, cutting it where it was all bent and whole and had all the holes in it, and we've been putting some new tin across there just to patch it up. It's not like a fix to it, but it'll get us through this year anyway. Then we do want to do a lot of work to the shed just to get it a bit better. So did a heap of roofing, and the back pen we were trying to cover up. The floor, the battens in the floor are so rotted out, a lot of them you can just put your foot straight through, which isn't any good if you put sheep in there. So I've been and bought a heap of new battens to put in there, so that's what I'm going to be doing today, is ripping up old battens and putting new ones down, as well as fix up a couple of the roof timbers, the ones that go across like that. Just got to secure them a bit better, because they've had a lot of water and rain on them. They've sort of rotted away and not connected to the shed properly, and just a bit of a drama. So I'll show you in a second. But also we have got a different shearer this year. I don't know how Dad pulled it off, but we managed to get Shane Jacobson. Yes, comedian and Australian comedian and actor, Shane Jacobson. I've got him here with me right now actually. What do you have to say, Shane, about shearing down here on Medina Plains? He's speechless. Unbelievable. So yeah, that'll be pretty good. Yeah, so here's all my new battens I've been and bought. I don't know if I'll have enough. I'm sort of just going to pull it up and fix what I need to fix. As you can see here, she's pretty bad. And yeah, the timbers just had a bit too much water on there and they rot through. So this is the main pen we were trying to cover up. As you can see, there's all new tin there. It's not roofing tin, it's some leftover tin from when Dad built the workshop. So we did it all from that end up to just past that window. And then you get up there a bit further and it's just, yeah, a bit wrecked still. We just didn't, well, we have more tin, not the same tin, but Dad wasn't concerned about this pen because it's got junk in it. He really wanted this pen sorted out because we want to be able to store more sheep in the shed. If there's bad weather, keep them out of the rain. And obviously with the roof being buggered, couldn't keep them out of the rain. So that is what we've really been up to. So this pen has probably the majority of the knackered floorboards, or battens, sorry. Yeah, they're not, it was easier to look at them the other day when it was wet, but yeah, you sort of got to be careful where you stand. We'll get away with keeping quite a few of them, but like you can see up here where they go into this floor beam underneath, like they're rotted away. That one just snapped. This one we'll probably have to cut into certain points and just sort it out a bit, but I'll go along and only pull out the ones I need to and get it sorted. So I'll get set up and work out where I'm going to start from, and then yeah, we'll start just ripping them up and putting some new ones down and patch up a few of these holes and make it a little bit safer to stand on. So we'll crack on. Rightio, as you can see, I've pulled up the worst ones. There's still ones that need to be cut and pulled up, but I want to salvage as much as possible because I don't have a great deal of wood. If I need to get more, I can, but it'll be sort of annoying. So this is what we're going to start off with. I'm just going to work my way from the wall back to the center. Most of this area, this end up here, is all right. It didn't get as much rain and whatnot on it. There's still some dodgy bits, but we can sort of patch them up. But as you can see, yeah, a lot of them center section there, where the bend was in the tin, where like all the water could fall straight down. That's where it's all pretty much got to be done. There's still salvageable bits, and I'll salvage as much as possible so I don't run out of wood. But yeah, and there's a few other holes that need to be patched up in the other pans, but this is the main focus. Other holes can just be patched up with some scraps. So yeah, I'll start working my way into the center of the shed. Start measuring up my battens and chopping them up, and then we'll start nailing them in. Rightio, as you can see, I've done only 2 slats across so far. I reckon I'm going to run out of wood pretty quick. Yeah, don't know what I'll do. Might have to go get some more wood, and then might have to come back out and finish it. Which is sort of annoying, but yeah, we'll just keep going along. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm just taking out the sections I need to. So this next bit of rotten wood here, so this one here, I've just got it hooked up with the pry bar. I'm just going to cut it on the center there with the jigsaw, and I'll do the same at the other end where it's a bit rotted. Then I can put my new piece in, and then yeah, just keep doing the same process until get it all done or run out of wood. So yeah, I'll keep plugging along. It's working well. Yeah, see how we go. So yeah, simple as that. Just cut the ends off each bit of wood, and then it gives me a nice clean area to work from for the next piece. So I might actually just go along and cut all the ends off that I'm going to cut, just to save a bit of time, because I've got to swap leads between this and the circular saw to get them right. So I'll go along and cut all the ends, clean them all up, and then I'll be able to just, yeah, motor along with the new planks. Right, so what I've been doing for the last little bit is just cutting all the edges of the slats where new ones are going to join up to, just to make them a bit cleaner. And yeah, so they butt up nicely, and just save me a bit of time instead of doing them one at a time, just get them all done now. So now I can just concentrate on measuring up new ones and putting them in. And yeah, just plug away until I run out of wood. And I'll have to go back in town and get some more. Don't know if I'll be able to finish it today. I don't know how bad Dad needs this pen, because we're only crutching. But I'll have to talk to him, see what he reckons of, and if he really needs it done, I can come back out and do more. But yeah, we'll just start getting into these planks, get as many of them down as we can, and see what it looks like when we run out, or if we finish up. So let's crack on. Alright, so just done that first section there. Sort of the practice run really. Doesn't look too bad. Still a bit of dodgy wood there, but I just don't have enough wood to be pulling up every plank. When we rebuild, we have to re-stump this whole wall. Because as you can probably see underneath, nothing joins the wall to the ground. So it just hangs off the stumps here on this beam, and the floor sort of sagging. Because yeah, it was just a funny sort of design. They didn't stump the back wall the same as this. They put low stumps and built the wall to the ground, which was fine. It used to be covered up with tin, and we had the water tanks, and when the guttering was there, it would all catch the water and everything. But when the tanks like rotted out over time and the guttering fell off, all the water fell on the ground obviously and rotted out the stumps. So unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So we do have to rebuild this whole side of the wall and probably redo the floor and the top of the roof and whatnot and all the fascia board and everything. But that's a job for down the track. So I'm just gonna do the best we can with what we got. So what I'm gonna do is, now that I've put those 3 planks in, I'm gonna go along and nail, just make sure all the other boards are secured up to the next batten that I have to replace. I'm going to do that for all of them because there's a lot of nails that have rusted away and they have to be secured properly because the sheep can put their foot through the floor if they move, and we don't want that because then they might break their legs. So well, I'm going to quickly just bang nails in all the ones that are loose, and then we'll move on to the next piece and just keep doing the same over again. Rightio, so I've got almost halfway across the pen, not halfway done because there's a lot more needs to be done in this section. You can see there's a lot more holes. So I've ran out of wood. I'm gonna have to shoot back into town now and grab some more. Lucky it's pretty cheap. Hardwood, but it's like, yeah, $2 a metre, so it's not too bad considering the price of wood at the moment. So yeah, and I just got off the phone with Dad. He doesn't need this pen urgently this weekend because we're only crutching. He said we should be pretty right, so that'll give me a bit of time on the weekend to finish it off, and I won't have to come out here after work and try and do it at night. So I should be able to knock that out this weekend when we finish doing the crutching, or while we're crutching if I'm not really needed. But yeah, so I'll shoot back into town and get some more wood, and I'll be back at you when I've got more wood. Yeah, everybody, I'm back again. I've only got a heap more wood to finish off this floor. In the meantime, from that happening, we had a massive storm the other night, and unfortunately it ripped up our roof. No, you're right, just keep going. Yeah, it ripped up our roof that we just did last weekend, so it was pretty bloody annoying. So Dad's up there at the moment. We're just putting some more tin on. It's not going to be as good as what our first repair was, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, we've been working on that most of the morning, trying to get that sorted. And now I'm going to start trying to get more of this floor done because we're running out of daytime and we are crutching tomorrow. So yeah, I'm pretty much up to the same point I was last time. So I've got all my new wood and I'll just keep working my way back to the center of that pen. Yeah, and once I've worked my way back to the centre of the pen, it'll be pretty much done, and I can just try and patch up a few holes in these other couple of pens because I should have enough wood to do that. So we'll just smash this out and try and get it done as quickly as possible. Alright, so the floor is pretty much done in this pen. Probably a couple of dodgy ones still in there, but it's going to do for now. And we've done most of the roof. It's pretty well sealed up again. Dad's just up there sealing a couple of holes and filling a couple of gaps. So yeah, it's going to have to do for this year. Hopefully no more big storms because shed is copping a flogging. And yeah, she's just very old. Yeah, so I've still got a couple more gaps and a couple of other pens to just quickly fix up. And then yeah, the shed should be right to go. We've got sheep out the back and in the front of the shed. All got to be crutched tomorrow, so we've got to start bringing them in and getting them out of the weather because it's been raining on and off all day. And yeah, we'll crutch them tomorrow. So we'll wrap this video up here, and there'll be a video crutching, so I'll probably be back at you in another video, but today. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you in the next one. All right.